I'm having a hard time hearing Eric, but the conversation that you're in is an interesting conversation. And the conversation in my head is, okay, so what about health and well-being when there's something going on and you're not able to just take a light switch and flip it and go, okay, enough of this. And you're actually at the effect of the physical limitations that are put upon you. Mostly I'm here to hear the different modalities that people um, utilize to get themselves out of a situation where your body is not
So when your
doing.
body is not well, what can also come off of what Eric was talking about is you say, okay, so my body's not well, so does it have to have anything to do with health? Well, other kind of health, healthcare. Does it have to do with my wealth, my finances? Does it have to do with, my family member? Because different things. What I've learned over all these years is health is a very complicated thing because our situations, our stories, the things that happen in our lives, the things we put up with or we've had to deal with, the emotions, the negativity, the trauma, the fears, all of those things, although it doesn't directly affect, it doesn't actually, it doesn't actually cut your hand or something. Those things do add up and do eventually, if you don't look after it, affect your health and your well being. So when you ask a question, is it to do with the loss of my job? And you go, oh, heck yes, it's heavy. Correct, Eric?
Yeah.
Then your job is a thing that probably is causing your health issue in a certain place. So you can get very specific about the question and say, if you think about, say, for example, your abdomen, you say that thing that is going on there, it does it have to do with what is affecting that? And then from there, that's a slow way, right? It's a lot slower. The sparkle, when I do sparkle, it's a lot faster because we're not going to actually necessarily pinpoint anything in its specificity, but it's very fast when I do sparkle. I think Eric, you can attest to that, right?
Yes, definitely.
But
So,
when I have to, I can go specific. But typically, with sparkle, it's it gets a lot of things all at once if it's there to be released.
and the thing about it, the whole thing too, is that the experience that you're having, right? Where is that experience happening? Is it in the past? Is it about the future? Or is it happening right now? You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, if we're in the past and we're being triggered by something in the past, then that would be the stuff or the thing to go about correcting. You know what I mean? And if it's the future, it's the same thing because all the past stuff is behind you, right? And the future stuff is in front of you, so to speak, right? And the immediate stuff, the present is what's happening right now, what you're experiencing. So that alone will give you a baseline in terms of where you want to sparkle or what you want to sparkle, depending on what's happening.
Okay, so on that note, who is ready for a sparkle? And I have a question. Eric, what are you getting for Pam? Would and actually for maybe do you want to do a one of your give a 5 minute of your healing modality before I do sparkle?
Okay. What do you want me to work on first?
Uh, who would like to? Would you like to go, Pam?
Okay.
Yes.
So first thing that's showing up for you, right? Money and finance, relationship. Okay, so daily routine. right, is very strong for you. So daily routine has to do with stuff that you do every day, stuff that you don't really want to do, you're not happy doing, but you have to do it anyway because it falls under responsibility, right? Especially family member stuff, right? So can you think about anything that you do in the morning from the moment you get up out of the bed that you have to do that you're not really happy doing?
You mean things that I do, like morning rituals or something? Or you mean stuff that I do that I don't want to do, but I have to do it
Yeah, in the morning.
in the morning? Um, hmm. Well, I'll take my meds. I don't like taking medicine, but I have to.
Okay. So we're not there with you when you're gonna take the meds. So we want you to just how strong think about how strong the energy is in regards to when you're about to take your meds. 1 to 10. 10 will be the highest or the worst it could be.
So
Are
10
you?
is 10 is the highest. So what level would you say the energy of not wanting to take your meds is at? 0 to 10, where 10 is the highest, not wanting to take it.
10.
10. Okay, no worries. All right, so everything is energy. All right, so let's strengthen you and neutralize you to the accumulated effect. Delete the effect on the charges attached to the memory for you. And we want to take it from the mind, no body, mind, spirit sequence. All right, and it's 0 down to minus infinity to the power of infinity and beyond. 100% to your infinite potential, 100% of the time, all time. And now, let's eliminate, free, independent, release, and protect, forgive and forget unconditionally on all counts, and everything to your midline. Think about it again. Same or different? You said it felt like a 10.
So I'm having a very difficult time hearing what you're saying.
I don't know.
I think what you said, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think what you said is that think about what it feels like when I'm about to take my meds,
Right.
and that's about all I got out of what you said.
Hang on a second. Let me remove this cover.
So he said before you said you are at a 10. So now when you think about it, where are you at right now after he did that correction?
Oh, I'm not present to any shift or any change, but to be honest, I pulled that out of thin air because it's the only thing I think of that I don't like to do in the mornings. There's certain meds that I take because of my medical condition. I hate taking medicine. It's like so I'm present to that feeling, but I do take my medicine. It's not like I don't. I don't like taking medicine.
We're not saying that you're not taking your meds. What we're saying is how strong is the energy? I mean, the baseline that we established was from you. You said it felt like a 10. That's why I asked you that.
Right. Got it.
It felt like a 10, right?
Right.
So I'm saying if you look at it again now, is it the same or is it different?
I'd say it's different. It's different right now. Probably 9.
Okay. All right. So from a 9, let's look at mental. So mental has to. I'm getting my face is almost up in the screen, but that's the only way I guess you guys can hear me. So basically, mental has to do with the information within the collective consciousness and collective humanity, and also the conventional thinking that it brings in, right? So again, let's strengthen and neutralize you to the truth about that, right? And again, let's delete the accumulated effect, delete the effect on the charges attached to the memory for you. And let's take it from the body, mind, spirit sequence, 0 down to minus negative infinity to the power of infinity and beyond. 100% to infinite potential, 100% of the time. And again, let's eliminate free, independent, release, and protect, forgive, and forget unconditionally on all counts. Everything to your midline. How about now? Same or different? Same. Okay. Oh, no worries, no worries. So now, let's look at your perception, right? Let's speed up your perception to the changes. right? So having perception, no perception, changing, not changing, different, not different, same, and not the same, and one more time, everything to your midline. How about now?
7.
7. Okay, so now we're at emotional. So emotional overload, misinformation from the beginning of your creation coming from your family member, especially your mom and your dad, right? Whatever that is, doesn't matter. Let's strengthen and neutralize it to the accumulated effect, the lead effect, and the charges attached to the memory for you. And let's take it from the body, mind, spirit sequence, zero down to minus negative infinity to the power of infinity and beyond. 100% to your infinite potential, 100% of the time. And again, let's eliminate your independent, release and protect, forgive and forget, unconditional outcomes. Everything to your midline one more time. How about now?
4.
4. Psychological. So anything and everything can be fearful. Depending, it's a false evidence appearing real, so it could be anything and everything. All right. So whatever that might be in regards to your paradigm, your conditioning, right? Your perception, known, unknown, aware, and aware, conscious, unconscious. Yours or others, doesn't matter. Again, we strengthen and neutralize it to everything. I will delete all the accumulated effects to you. And then again, everything to your midline. Eliminate your independent releases effect to give and forget unconditionally and out. How about now?
3.
3. Psychic. So issues that doesn't even belongs to you. Right? So it could be any, it could be your pet, it could be your brother, your mother, your father, your sister, auntie, nephew, niece, anything and everything. It could be the universe or the collective consciousness or the collective humanity and the conventional thinking that shows up. All right, and again, let's strengthen and neutralize you to the accumulated effect, delete effect, and the charges attached to the memory.
15,000.
And let's take it from the body, mind, spirit sequence, zero down to minus, negative infinity to the power of infinity
Or
and
do I
beyond.
try to
100%
keep
the
it for my
infinite
own and pay
potential,
for it
100% of the
and
time.
let Dorothy use it until
Let's eliminate your independent, release and protect, forgive and forget
Guys, just to let
unconditionally.
Dorothy
Everything
buy
to your
it, just
midline.
don't use it.
Really?
How about now?
1.
No.
1.
Why?
So everything that you hold dearly to you,
Why dad doesn't want to?
right, that you think empower you and encourage you and strengthen you, but
Because
doesn't,
I can use the
right?
money elsewhere.
So let's strengthen and neutralize you to any and all reversal, right? Yours or others, information you picked up, stuff that you've learned, anything and everything within your psyche, 100% to your infinite potential. And let's eliminate your independent, release and protect, forgive and forget unconditionally on all counts. Everything to your midline. How about now?
0.
0. Okay, so here's a litmus test, right? Try and see if you can think about it and make it bother you.
Think about it and make what?
Make
It bother you.
Oh, to take your meds?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you find it like that? Like before?
No, it's not there.
There you go. Then you know it's done.
Cool or cool?
Right, and I don't know that it's your fan. I'm just.
Well, there's a fan.
Yes.
And I can hear a fan.
Yeah, because Eric's voice was when we were able to hear, it was amazing.
Right, exactly. That, at
Yes.
the end there,
Yes.
I could totally hear him, and I wasn't
Yeah.
straining to listen.
Yeah. Otherwise, we lose track of the message, and it's sad.
So I can give you some feedback on how it occurred for me. So in the beginning it was hard because I couldn't hear, but when the sound was normalized, what I was present to was that you were walking me through narrowing away from emotional attachments and past, kind of gauging how I relate to taking medicine, and it became just like almost a non-existent feeling. It was gone. I couldn't find it when you said, "Well, forget it," and I'm like, "Well, it's gone." So that's that's what I was present to. In the beginning, it was rough because I couldn't hear you, but when I could hear you,
Right.
that's what I was present to.
Yeah, so it's basically like peeling the onion, so to speak, you know? I said like peeling the onion.
Oh yes, exactly. That's exactly what it was like. It was like just peeling the onion and getting to the core of it, which is something I've never done. It just seems minuscule. You know, I've never really thought about it. I've always hated taking medicines, and so the fact that I have to take all these meds, I have a pharmaceutical on my nightstand, and it's just like I don't like doing it. So yeah, it was great, and I thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, well, do you want to do a little sparkle now then?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
so let's put up your intention, and the intention for today, if I just start, I'll just put a basic one up and then you can add any in there after. The first one is for whatever situations outside of your control that are causing you anxiety, grief, kind of, trauma, drama, angst, uh, any kind of just feeling of not fitting in, not being at ease, being uncomfortable, whatever that may be. Let's work on that, and anybody else who wants to add to that can right now. You can do it mentally, or you can add it out loud if you wanna. Okay, so let's connect to source. So we're gonna allow this tube of beautiful heavenly light to come through and allow it into your body to go everywhere it needs to go, all the crevices, all the nooks, all the crannies, wherever it needs to go to displace things, emotions, feelings, energies, anything and everything that is not serving you in your highest benefit, that may be keeping you anxious or locked down or shut down, or and it could be for those who you care about, who you're extending this to. Just allow all of that to leave now through the window, the door, behind you, in front of you, beside you, or go down through the cord at the bottom of your feet to your very own special crystal, where it can get cleansed, it can get reloaded with healing Mother Earth, nurturing energy, balancing, soothing, comforting, embracing with love, because Mother Earth is all love. And allow the wisdom of the ages to be reprogrammed into the energy that is all now cleansed, able to come back up to rejoin this beautiful circuit of cosmic energy already circulating throughout your body, in, around, about your space, your aura, your soul, your being. And allow this energy to help you heal, release, invite blessings, welcoming all good, welcoming love and harmony and abundance into your life and your relationships, into your space, into your home, into your heart, into your mind. And just allow all this goodness to re-energize, revitalize, nourish your soul, your spirit, your body, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. And just allow yourself to get recentered, aligned, grounded in who you are, beautiful, deserving, worthy, and powerful, just that you don't know your own power and you don't know your ability to heal yourself because you were told you can't. So just allow this energy to circulate And allow yourself to store it as well, because you can store energy so that you can call upon it when you need it. And just feel the energy moving through. Notice what you notice. And breathe in all the goodness of the heavens, of love, of nurturing. And breathe out anything that's not serving you: regrets, fears, worries, guilt, shame, blame, fear, trauma, angst, anger, sadness, grief, loss, judgment. Judgment is a big one. If you can release judgment, forgive yourself first. It's the hardest to forgive oneself of everything and anything, whether you know it or not. Just forgive yourself and forgive others, because it's not to your benefit to carry around any weight on your shoulders because of things you are holding others responsible for affecting you. So forgive them and allow them that benefit to be free and away from you, because it is to your benefit to allow them to move away from you and allow the energies to leave. You can forgive and you can remember. Don't forget, because the remembering is what keeps you safe. But you can always forgive. Okay, how's that?
Feels more centered.
Good. What else?
Balance is good.
Can't hear you, Sandra.
I was able to feel that equilibrium that Eric was talking about.
To feel what?
That
You're breaking up. Couldn't hear you.
better?
Okay,
Yes.
go for it now.
Okay. Yes. I was able to get that point of balance, like, kind of your energy.
Right.
It's just like the negative and the positive have to balance, but the negative pushing down, and you kind of balance. Thank you, Michelle. Yes.
Good. You're welcome. So I forgot to ask, because Eric, both you and Sandra came on before, and you got sparkled as well. So I was wondering if you noticed anything. I know it's putting you on the spot, but I was wondering if you noticed anything since that last sparkle you got on the Sparkle Experience show that you would like to share.
Well, I felt pretty balanced. I felt lighter. Everything got brighter. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was a good feeling, definitely.
Okay, good. Anything interesting that happened in your life as a result that you saw that was different, perhaps?
Well, I kind of realized an imbalance. I was like overdoing something. That was it, yeah.
So you got an aha somewhere down the road in between then, eh?
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Okay, great. Thanks for sharing that. Because the thing I want to, point out too is that although we work at this moment in time, that sometimes the effect of a session happens over time. And you may see a change or shift, not just immediately, but
Mm.
as the time goes. Because one of my clients actually said it wasn't until 2 weeks later he realized all of a sudden he was thinking differently. Things that used to bother him no longer bothered him. And I have other people who they didn't even realize they were different. It was their kids who said, "Mom, you've changed." And that was a lady who used to get road rage, and the reason I met her is because she had a car accident because a guy who she gave the finger to dropped behind her and rammed her from behind in a truck, and she got whiplash, and that's how I got to meet her. And then when after I worked on her, she said, well, her back got worse, but her daughter said she changed and she wasn't having road rage anymore. So there's kind of little things that you may not think are significant, but they actually are. Because imagine all the other situations she's avoiding because she's not having road rage anymore. It's not a good thing, right? So, but I thank you all for joining me tonight. It's been a really positive experience for all of you. And nuggets of wisdom, anyone to share from this episode?
Don't worry about being neutral. Experience your experience first.
So experience your experience first, and then step away and look at it and see how you wanna look at it. What is your best interest to respond versus react, and devise a plan from there. But allow yourself to experience it. Experience is what you're saying.
Yeah. Each one shows up for a reason.
Everything happens so you can learn, is what you're kind of saying in a different way, right?
Always. Right.
Okay, great. Thanks, Eric. Anyone else?
I will say give space to switch perception. Like switch your perception.
Okay, great. So consider looking at how you're looking at things and changing it, or seeing how it can show up for you if you consciously try and see things differently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Okay, great.
Yes.
Good stuff. And then Pam, who knew you would feel better about taking meds after today?
Thank you very much. I appreciate your guys' contribution. It was a great session, and thank you.
So we talked about health today mainly, and we didn't really talk about tech so much, but we touched on it. And always, wealth is always the thing, the finances. So one of the things you can do is check and see how that might be affecting your health. Doing the light and the heavy check. And then bringing it into your perspective, into your awareness on how that could be, what you can do to release some of that anxiety and stress. So thank you again for joining, and have yourself a really good night, and maybe we'll see you the next time, which will be 2 weeks from now.
That's it. Blessings.
Okay, blessings, and we'll see you again.